Welcome, everybody, to another episode of Up Your Experience podcast. And it's not just any episode, it's episode 60. It's your host, BlaiseMcBaine, and with me today, as per usual, it's Boss. Boss, how is it going, man?
I'm in a food coma. So I just ate and I stuffed too much stuff into my face. How
Dude,
about
that be
you?
happening. It's been a day. This is the second recording of the day. I recorded with Ash Basham, Psychotics, and Daddy Coon over on the Simping For Senpai podcast that will be releasing on June 15th, and it was a blast. We talked for like 2.5 hours.
Wow, that's like twice as almost 3 times as long as our normal podcast.
Hey, it's very true.
Hey,
But to be fair, I think they release every 2 weeks, and we release every week. So,
that's fair.
like, me and Ash were talking about it before the podcast. He's like, "Dude, it's wild you guys put out content every week," and I was like, "For sure, dude, gotta."
I mean, we're available. We might as well.
Yeah, the people want to hear it. Okay. But no, I'll mention them again at the end of the episode. I'll post links to their podcast. It's obviously an anime podcast, but it was a blast. I might have derailed the whole entire podcast for at least 20 minutes today, talking about how baseball's the worst sport. Shout out to M Bright because he's really gonna enjoy that nice and early into the episode.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, I just that's just how it's going, dude. It's a much better day today than yesterday, but we'll get to that in a
Yeah,
bit.
yeah.
Yeah,
We'll save
yeah.
that for later.
Lots of smite.
Lots of bad smite.
Lots of bad smite. But nah, dude, how are your games this week?
They were all right. I played so much stuff.
I was gonna say, dude, I don't even know how to approach this week because like
I
usually I'm
don't
like
know either.
I'm like this is what I did this day, but like I played so many games this week, dude.
Yeah, okay. I will say this. Since I wasn't on last week's podcast, definitely due to reasons that were important and not me just sleeping. Uh um I guess I'll go over why All Out Slash is bad and they should never make that a mode again.
Oh my god, dude, such a
Um,
terrible mode.
so me and Blaise start off the day. We're like Smite Nights out. We're trying to pop these quests out, get them done. We queue a game. There is a single ban that each team gets. I'm top elo. I didn't know what to ban. I also didn't know that we only got one ban. So instead of banning Afro, I ended up locking it in.
I forgot about that part. I forgot about that.
Well, okay. So you're like, hey, ban Afro. I'm like, all right, I'll ban it because I accidentally passed this ban, but I'll ban it the next ban we get. Anyways, I locked Afro for some reason,
Oh, dude.
and I'm like, wait, what? Why do we only get one ban? What is this? Blaise is laughing at me. And then we immediately stop laughing once we see 4 Yamojis on the enemy team.
And a Donson Burrow. Shout out to that guy for actually wanting to play the game mode.
True, because fun fact, All Out Slash is infinite mana, which means infinite Omi for Yamoja and infinite cooldowns. Or not infinite cooldowns. You start at 20% cooldowns, you can go up to 60%, I believe it was.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, it was awful. It was awful.
It was one of the worst experiences of Smite I've ever had.
Yeah.
Besides yesterday, of course.
Yeah. And then it's been too long to remember anything else I played that week.
Yeah, I mean,
played a lot of
gaming.
League. I've played a lot of League because the Smite patch was bad. That's what I did. I played a lot of ARAM.
You know what's funny?
What's up?
That's what they got onto me about today. They're like, you should play a real MOBA like League, and I was like, don't start with me.
What?
I was Psychotics today. I was like, okay, hear me out. League is a fantastic game. I love League. And I don't know how to say this without sounding bad to either game. The games are just very different. Like I enjoy League because I can just click on somebody and they will get hit by said ability. Like, like that's just very
Yeah, it's
simplistic.
kind
Where
of like brain off, go burr moment.
yeah, now don't get me wrong. There's things like minion management and things like that that are drastically different
Yeah,
from Smite, and impact the game at a different level than Smite. But in Smite, I have to aim
yeah, I don't like that.
everything. So I don't know. It is
Gives
what
me
it
a
is.
headache, bro.
Yeah, dude.
Um,
I'm on that Wild Rift train. Wild Rift's the better league, but that's neither here nor there.
other than that, I played some Brawl. I've been doing my dailies. I got a new character today. I think I'm like 6 or no, 9 characters off of having the full roster unlocked finally. So that's kind of nice.
Let's go.
And that's really all I did last week. If I'm gonna be honest, I played a little bit around with the Mad God because Embers got back into it. I got in touch with an old friend. Shout out to Sky Guy.
You've also
Uh,
been slamming some Risk of Rain and
yeah,
some
but that
Tribes of
wasn't last.
Midgar. Oh, okay. I
That
thought we
that
were.
wasn't
Okay, I
last.
got you. I got you. I got you.
Um,
You mean
but
last week? I got you.
that's a good segue. Yeah, I played some Tribes of Midgard today. Every time I've tried to play Tribes of Midgard, any time this week except today, I've been like, I'm gonna play Tribes of Midgard, and then 5 minutes later, I'm into a YouTube video. Because I'm like, I don't know if I want to commit to this because it's like a 2-3 hour long ordeal.
Yeah. Last week you're like, "Hey, Blaise, are we gonna play this?" Hey, Blaise. I'm like, dude, it is. I don't have 2 hours to commit right now. I love Tribes. Tribes is sick, but you do have to
Yeah.
commit like 2 hours worth of time to be able to do it.
Um, we can. Me and Embers got back into Risk of Rain 2 though, and that's been a lot of fun. Uh, Shout out to Embers for getting me the DLC when it was on sale.
Nice.
Um, he also bought it for Bats, and Bats has played it once and never mentioned it again. Except he blames his audio issues on it now.
Yeah, he blames his audio issues from yesterday. A story for later. Dude, yesterday was a
Um,
day. I can't
Yesterday
wait.
was a day. And then other than that, I've been slamming some Enter the Gungeon, bro.
I
I've
played a
been
little bit tonight.
slamming some Enter the Gungeon. You know what? We should play multiplayer Enter the Gungeon.
Is there
It's a thing.
multiplayer?
So you can play multiplayer on console. You can on
Interesting.
PC, but what you can do since it has LAN service,
Yeah.
you can make a online LAN through like a third party extension, and then you can
Interesting.
play together. And I'm like, that
Interesting.
sounds awesome. I want to do that because Enter the Gungeon, while it's fun, it's not fun solo. But yeah, so when I came back to Enter the Gungeon, the only person's pass that I had killed was Marines. So I ended up killing Huntress's pass, Pilot's pass, and Convict pass, and I've beat the Lich once.
Nice.
Um, yeah, I had by floor 2. I don't know if anyone knows what the synergy is, but I'm gonna say it anyways. Um, by floor 2, I had the Cast Iron synergy, which is Big Iron and Bundle of Wands, and that popped, bro. Like that was some good boss damage. It was crazy. I also had Helix bullets and an RPG if I ran out of ammo, which means I fire 2 rockets that go in a weird pattern. Helix bullets are really fun. I like Helix bullets.
I played
Um,
today and I got a t-shirt cannon and I was like, I hate this.
it's funny. Other than that, what else have I been playing? Not
We
much.
played some paladins at some point. That went
We
pretty well.
did play a little bit of Paladins. Paladins was fun, dude. I
We
love Paladins. I love that game.
Paladins is such a good game. I look, okay. That is a game that I can enjoy and be competitive in.
Yeah.
And it's weird.
Um, I played a little bit more Realm. Lost like 3 characters. I'm waiting for the 7th. Um, because the new event starts on the 7th. Yeah, I'm kind of mad that I lost my 7/8 sorcerer. The other day. Um, I went into a Lost Halls, like a pub halls, and I got a crusade dragged on me. and I'm like, I got this. I have full me. And then the commander of the crusade was like, no, you don't, and sat on me. He's like,
That
you don't
sucks.
have one anymore. And
That's tough.
so it's not crazy. I'm just kind of mad that I drank mana pots on him and then got him killed immediately. But it is what it is. I have like 30 life, so mana's not gonna be terribly hard to get. Pots are like super cheap anyways. Other than that, I haven't really been playing much else. How about you? How your games been?
Let's see, man. A lot of things.
Yeah.
So
Other
I'm
than
gonna
yesterday.
I'm gonna run through games that I've played that aren't Smite first, and then I think that's the best way to handle this.
Fair.
So last Sunday I played Fortnite with Bats. No, I played Fortnite because I was trying to finish out the battle pass before the new season that started today started.
Yeah.
I did play Smite on Sunday and went really bad. Played PUBG, had a blast. Like PUBG is another one of those games that I can just play, and I'm generally gonna have a good time. I had one day where it was not good with Bats. I don't remember which day it was.
I remember that.
It was Tuesday. Anything that we played that wasn't Smite that day was really bad, and that it was very strange. Um, and then I tried out No Man's Sky. Like, I actually sat down and tried out No Man's Sky, and the game's interesting. Definitely, I think that I could enjoy that game if I was playing with a group of people. Um, there's a
Yeah.
lot of exploration and stuff. And I do think the game's interesting. I do plan on like trying it out a little bit more. And I had a good time. That was just like I think the thing it was just nice, relaxing. Hey, here's some tasks that to do, and that was it.
Yeah.
And I like that. Monday was my birthday, so I'm a year older now than I
Heck
was on last
yeah.
podcast. It's crazy. And I had this plan to do a birthday
Birthday
stream,
time.
and I just like really didn't do it.
Yeah, you
Uh,
did it actually.
I just didn't. I during the day, like I took the kids and my wife out to Opry Mills, and I took them to David Buster's. I went and got coffee and donuts in the morning, and then after David Buster's, went to the Lego store, and they have a thing where you can design your own custom minifigure now, so you can actually design the shirt however you want it to look. I got Luke one, and he wanted a switch on it, so I drew the switch on it for him and everything. And I went to go make my own. And they're like, "Oh, sorry, it's gonna be a 40-minute wait." And I was like, "Never mind." But
Oh.
the Blaise McBaine Up Your Experience Lego figure will happen. Um, my wife bought me Final Fantasy Stranger's Paradise for the PS5, so I'm excited about that.
Nice.
Um, she also got me Tiny Tina's Wonderland that came in on Thursday, so I'm excited to kind of try that out and stream this week.
Heck
And
yeah,
then also,
dude.
if you're looking for games like that, like Tiny Tina's Wonderland, you need to go on Epic Game Store, and everything it's already on sale. Plus, you can get an extra 25% off or something like that.
True. Also,
And it stacks on all games.
they're having a free game every week that's like really big and
Yeah,
good. So they've had what was the first one?
first one was BioShock Collection. This week is
No. There was one before that.
no, there wasn't.
Yes, there
There
was.
was that.
No, because BioShock was last week.
Yeah,
Yeah, and I looked it up. BioShock 3 was the first one when they started their mega sale.
was it 3 or the whole collection?
It was just 3. It was just 3.
Oh, okay. My wife actually came home today, and on her way home, she's like, "Hey, do we have BioShock? One of my patients was talking about it. Could I play it?" And I was like, "Yeah, we have all of them if you want to play them. They're sick." Um,
um,
but to topple back onto the Lego store, I got a Lego Mjolnir that I'm gonna build
dude,
on stream.
let's go.
Yeah, I'm really excited. I'm gonna clean off the shelves behind me, and that's where we're gonna have like a bunch of stuff. I'm just excited to put it back there. I'm gonna get the Lego, like the nicer Lego sets that me and the kids have built, some Gundam and some other stuff placed back there. I'm excited about it.
Nice.
Um, Other than that, like I was really wanting to do this birthday stream. I ended up not getting on till like super late, and then I queued up Fortnite with Bats. Bats had never played any type of Fortnite, the PVE or the PvP.
That's still
So
crazy to me.
yeah, that's wild. We queued up, did no build duos, and won his first 3 games in a row. And then we played some Destiny. I was taking him through the Witch Queen campaign because I haven't played through it either. And then we were playing on is it Legend? Is that the difficulty?
Yeah, heroic. Yeah.
Dude, it's good. Not just the story, but the fact that like the difficulty is hard enough that you actually have to think about what you're doing and like strategize.
It's really
I
nice.
really like it. I'm hoping to finish Witch Queen this week and then get my artifact for the new season because I don't have it right now. And I kind of needs it because I've been leveling without it. And I'm assuming having my artifact makes everything easier.
It gives you seasonal mods that are kind of nice, but it really doesn't make too much easier.
Well, I wants it.
Yeah, you should definitely get it.
We have there's 2 weeks of Iron Banner, right?
Apparently not.
Oh, okay. Well, I've been playing Iron Banner thinking that I had 2 weeks to do it, so I haven't been grinding too hard. Speaking of
So
which,
have
I need to go
I.
do Zur after this, after we record, because I
Yeah.
have not done Zur this weekend.
Yeah, I also thought that there were 2 weeks of Iron Banner, and now I found out not. I don't know. Me and a buddy went over it, and we went back through the TWAB, and it was like, so there's only gonna be 2 Iron Banner things a season now, and we're like, okay, so it's 2 weeks of Iron Banner, sick. But then we looked at the Trials update, and it says Trials is supposed to come back next Friday.
Okay.
And Trials and Iron Banner can't happen at the same time.
Nope.
Which means there's no
Iron
Iron
Banner
Banner
goes
next week.
bye-bye. Yeah,
Which
that sucks.
means there's only 2 weeks of Iron Banner
for the whole
in
season?
3 months. Yeah.
I don't like that, dude.
No one else does.
I love Iron Banner.
Like, you do a full revamp of the Iron Banner system. You lead up the last season's story to it. And then you cut the time of Iron Banner we have in half. Who in their right mind thought that that was a good idea?
There's no shot they're going to stick with that.
I hope not.
I love Iron Banner, dude. Especially right now it's Rift, and Rift is a fun game mode.
A lot of people will not agree with you.
Okay, well, I was going to say, let me preface this with, it does need adjustments. Like, the matches should not be
too long.
Yeah, 10 seconds is too long. The matches should not be 10 minutes long.
Yeah.
And, like, I think it should be bet to 3, not to 5.
If it's 3, I think 5 is fine, but I think if it's a 3-0 within the first 3 minutes, you mercy them.
Yeah, I think it needs to have some type of mercy rule in there, as all the other PvP modes pretty much have.
Yeah.
I did have like a sick overtime ult that killed 3 to 4 people, and we won off of that. And overtime in Rift is nasty because 3 Rift spawn, and the first one that gets put in is the one that wins.
Yeah, overtime in Rift is scary.
Then we were down 0-3, and with 3 minutes left, we came back. Or no, we were down. Yeah, we were down 3, and as we're getting ready to score the third one to go into overtime, our teammate gets killed on the Rift.
Oh.
Because our other teammate literally just didn't fire a shot and defend him.
Oh no.
Oh, it was so bad, dude. I was so mad.
You know, I actually have an overtime story. So it hit overtime. It was my first time ever doing overtime. I ran to the middle. No one was in the middle. So I just grabbed the spark and ran. No one was in their base either. So I'm like, okay, sick. We win. I dunked it. Apparently, we dunked at the same time, and it gave them the point. And I was like, this is BS, bro. I was so mad. I was like, bro, there's no shot.
I don't know. I wish I would have known Iron Banner was going away this week. Or, dang, man. That means I have like tomorrow because it's going to go away on Tuesday.
Yeah. Yeah.
Unfortunate. Like, I played some today and I was popping off. I was just destroying everybody in the matches I played. Really been enjoying that. We played Paladins, had a good time. Diablo Immortal came out this week, and Diablo Immortal is a hot topic issue. I am going to save a lot of my thoughts about Diablo Immortal when we talked about gaming topics in a little bit. But I will say this. As a free-to-play mobile game that you can also play on your PC, pretty good. I do like it. Like, it feels like Diablo. I like the story so far. Um, there is a lot of negativity surrounding it due to pay to win mechanics. And
Yeah.
Carnage released kind of a good video about pay to win today that I kind of think sums up the problems with Diablo Immortals specifically.
Yeah.
And we'll talk about that more in a little bit. Other than that, I did play some Smite this week. I did have some good games. I had a game where I think it was this Bats that was with me, and I got mid, and our jungler is like, I'm picking Hades for when you don't do damage. And I was like, okay, bro. Okay, into the game. Not only did I get this man a Penta, but I did 90.5k damage on Nuwa. Right?
That's
That's a
a
lot of
not
damage.
okay amount
That's a
of
lot of. That was like 18-2.
damage.
It was bad. That was the same night that we got off because we're like, all right, we're not topping those games. And then we went to PUBG and Fortnite, and on PUBG, every time we landed, I insta died, which never happens. If you watch my PUBG streams, like, I usually at least do okay. No. Every time I landed, got immediately just mopped.
That's so unfortunate.
And then on Wednesday, I had a couple good games this week. Yeah, there was the 18-2 and 17 Nuwa game, and then the next day, or that night, I also played a 12-1 and 11 on her game. That was my on her game to get him to diamond. So
Yeah,
that
didn't
felt
you lose
good.
that?
No, I won that game. I
Oh, did
lost
you?
the 9-6 and 12 Rama game that was at the
Yeah,
next
yeah,
day
yeah.
though. And then, I had 11-0 and 9 Artemis game. That felt really good. And then I had 0-4 and 2 Artemis game last night, and we won, so take that as you will. But I had on Thursday, we were playing, and I was support, and I was Athena. And I was cracked, dude. I was landing ults, people were dying, I was saving people's lives. And then all of a sudden, our random in chat's like, dude, I don't know how often you play Athena, but you are insane with these ults. Like, these ults are absolutely cracked. And I'm like, yeah,
Yeah.
dude. I stole Gold Fury as Athena that day.
Oh my god.
I was on another level, dude. I was just running at people as Athena. If I get support, you can pretty much consider I'm picking like probably one of three gods if it as a guardian. I'm either picking Jing Chen, I'm picking Athena or Yamoja. Those three gods I just love.
I would
In
like to go
support.
back to the early days of this podcast
Yeah.
and when the trend was Athena's for the birds.
She is for the birds. I hate that god, but like I don't know what it is, dude. Like, I've played her lately, and
Uh,
for some reason, when I've played her over the past month, because I've played her like 2 or 3 times, I'm cracked. Now, Athena's for the bird. I'm not being baited. I'm not doing it. Athena is for the birds if my randoms are playing it 100%. But the thing we need to talk about is what happened during Smite Night yesterday morning. And that's when
yeah,
I picked Sasano. And I think
did.
Boss, I,
You
and
did do
Suave
that.
learned a lot about me playing Sasano yesterday morning.
Yep.
And that is, if you're against me and I'm playing Sasano, you might as well just get out of my games.
No, you need to build anti-heals, what you need to do if
Yeah, I
you're
mean,
against
you
him
need
on
to build
Susano.
a lot of things.
Yeah.
Damage, commit to killing me. I mean, I think there was one point I like 1v4'd and
Yeah, but
walked
that's
out.
also because the enemy team, like, went at you one by one.
I tested it again. I played Sasano again last night on stream and popped off again. I did. I
Heck
tested
yeah,
it.
dude.
It was bad, dude. I was like, it was a different build. I don't know what it is. And my auto cancels are not working right now. I don't know what was going on, but I had a blast doing that. Other than that, I mean, those are pretty much the games of the week. I had a good time playing all these different games. I've been really kind of switching up, playing a lot of different stuff. Some of
Same.
that's due to the Smite patch. Some of that's due to just not being happy with how I'm currently playing Smite. So I wanted to take a step back.
And some of it is gonna be due to yesterday.
And some of it's gonna be due to yesterday. Yesterday, we played in the Albion Giants League relegations. We talked about those last week on the podcast with Majin, and we're waiting to start up. Server issues happen. It's like a 30-minute delay. We have a team. We end up having a team that forfeits in the first round. Then we have a team that starts so there's a 30-minute delay, and then we have these two teams end up starting like 20, 30 minutes after that, and it had like a 30 to 40-minute game. So like round one was like an hour and a half long,
Yeah.
and we scrimmed a team during that time and got mollywopped.
Yeah, because
And
they
that
had
was
a
kind of
Masters ADC for
yeah.
some reason, you know?
He was pretty good. He wasn't even the problem, to be fair.
It really wasn't. It was the mid AMC that was a problem.
Yeah, it was the AMC that was the issue. The Masters ADC I could care less about.
But also
That
Masters ADC and Plat kinda weird.
kind of weird.
Kinda
Kind of
weird
weird.
when we were in gold and there were
Yeah,
diamond we there were diamond subs that they didn't get rid of, but the moment our sub hits Plat, oh no, he's gotta be
yeah.
off the team. I don't know, dude.
I don't know. I was just like, okay, this dude's Masters. I don't care. Played against Masters ADCs before. It wasn't anything special.
You've played against
Um,
Masters ADCs, not built boots, and still beat them.
yeah, it's different. Um, they had oh god, dude. Our first game did not go well. Our second game I thought was going to be okay. Like we were winning that game, and then all of a sudden the game just like flipped on its head, and we lost off of a
Wasn't that
bad
the
fight.
third game? I thought that was the
No,
third game.
no. The
Was
third
it not?
game, the third game's where I got 5-man ganked at 7 minutes. By Chernenbog ulting from solo and killing me.
Oh yeah, okay,
Yeah,
never
yeah.
mind. The second game is in third round. My bad.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah,
Our
okay.
first game was forfeit, so I don't count that one. That's my bad. And then our last game was literally we just stomped. We just W keyed. To say the least, we didn't make it in. I know that's probably hard to believe with us only actually winning one game.
Yeah, and
But
I'm gonna be honest. That last game did not feel like a win.
no, it
We
didn't.
it,
It didn't. It
we
like
were we were playing arena that game.
we were. There was a lot of issues. Like we had issues with Bats' audio, so like we had to sub in Kenny for a game. So shout out to Kenny for coming in and helping out.
True.
We had bad picks, we had bad positioning, I mean it was just if there was an issue that could happen as bad
Bad
fights,
pressure,
bad
everything.
build. It was if it could happen, it happened in one of our Smite games yesterday. And it was disappointing to say the least. It made me really question or not like should I be playing ADC and should I be playing comp? It's kind of
Yeah.
how I left
Okay.
that whole shenanigans. But that's yesterday. That's kind of the whole entire week in a nutshell. But we have some gaming topics to talk about.
Yeah.
And the first one I want to talk about is I do want to talk about Diablo first. I think Diablo warrants some type of discussion about its pay to win mechanic. Because it is the epitome of pay to win.
Yeah.
It has cosmetics, as we've talked about before on this podcast. I don't consider cosmetics unless they give you a benefit of some sort to be pay to win. Cosmetics are cosmetics. Who cares? The problem is there's currencies in this game you have your currencies allow you to buy some of that stuff, and then you can buy legendary gem, like these rift gems. And then you can put 3 in at a time, and then you get more legendary drops out of that rift.
Interesting.
So you can pay to get better gear. And then there's a whole other like economy around these legendary gems that you can craft up to like a certain rank. And if you're spending money, you get more legendary gems.
Yeah.
There's a battle pass. I don't consider battle passes to be pay to win. I could see the argument there of why they are. If they contain, in this case, they contain items like those legendary rift shards to be able to get legendaries. So I like I said, I do get that part of it. But the cosmetic part, not so much. Like in-game currency, like gold, whatever. The problem is Diablo has it all. Diablo literally has every type of monetization that could get someone to spend money. And there was an article released today that if you wanted to have the best build for your character with maxed out legendary gems and the whole 9 yards, they calculated out to be it would cost you about $110,000 to do so.
That's not okay.
Okay, A, that's not okay. B, if you're doing that, you have a problem. Like you better be doing this for like you need to be like Shroud. You know what I'm saying? Like where they're making hand over fist, they're getting sponsored by these games to spend money like that. You know what I mean? Like then cool. But the problem is they were talking about on Shroud's stream last night because I tuned in when I was trying to fall to sleep, and they're like, "This is ridiculous. Like I don't want to pay. I don't want to play this game strictly out the principle of how pay to win it is." And
Yeah,
if a streamer that's that well known saying that and paid to help like level gear in Lost Ark, because in Lost Ark there is some like pay to win esque mechanics.
yeah, because you have to
But
pay to like upgrade your gears, right?
you
Something like that.
can, yeah,
Well,
like
yeah, but
to speed it
it's a
to
lot
speed it up,
easier.
yeah.
Yeah,
Which if you're a player like me, I'm just not doing that. I enjoy grinding for that because I feel this sense of accomplishment from getting those things. Um,
yeah,
and I feel that way about Diablo. If you're going to be a player like me and you're going to casually play the game because you want to play through the story and you want to do some risks from time to time, I don't think you need to spend any money whatsoever. And you can completely enjoy the game for what it is. Sure, maybe buy a cosmetic or two. Um, spend $10. But we have to remember these games are monetized. This game specifically was monetized as if it was getting an Eastern release, which it did, I believe. And over there, pay to win is much more accepted and is much more um, needed in a way because, like, if you look at how the timing law, like the laws about the amount of time you can play and the access to games and things like in China, like it's different than it is here. So
yeah,
people will do paying to level up faster because like they know their time's limited on how much they can game anyway. So I do think there's that argument. I just think in the sense of Diablo Immortal, Blizzard, who was already in a tough spot. In fact, this is the first Blizzard game I've played since the scandals about what happened with all their workers harassing women in the
yeah.
workplace.
This is
This is the first time I played a Blizzard game since then, and I even questioned not doing it.
this is the first full game Blizzard has actually released since then.
Yeah,
Because yeah, you had Overwatch 2 beta, but I mean
yeah,
it's
they haven't
Overwatch
released a
but a
game,
DLC.
and this isn't a good look. It is rubbed some people very much the wrong way.
I mean, yeah, you can kind of just tell that they're in it for the money now at this point.
Yeah, and what's
They know
concerning is
that they're gonna
Microsoft
get it.
bought them out, so I'm afraid it might give Microsoft a bad rap, and I kind of hope it doesn't. But I could see it kind of flowing over into that. Um,
Yeah, I definitely can too.
but my point always being with these type of things, like just be responsible and think about what you're doing. Like these games are made to make you spend money. You don't have to. And
Yeah, no,
I'm a person that I spend money on games. I do. I don't spend nearly as much as I used to, and I'm much more responsible about it now. Not that I was ever irresponsible about it before, but like I couldn't imagine spending thousands of dollars on a game that just came out just to
no,
get ahead of everybody else. In
I
fact,
can't either.
I've heard there's mechanics that if you're like number 1 on your server, they actually slow your XP gain down.
That's
There was a
wild.
there was something else, and I don't know if it's true, but if you don't play for X amount of time, like your gear actually diminishes and will like go away.
What?
I don't believe that one, but they were talking about that on one of the streams I was watching last night, and I was like, no shot.
That's so weird.
There's no way they would do that. That would cause
No.
way too many problems. But it you can definitely tell that they are testing the waters of what they could get away with. Is probably the best way to put it. And it does make me concerned. It does. As you see how mobile games are done microtransaction wise, it is very concerning.
Yeah.
But on a more positive note, everything else is kind of more positive from here on out. You said you had some news about Jay Schlatt.
Oh
He bought
yeah.
out.
He bought out GamerSub,
Yeah,
which is like G Fuel's main competition, basically. And
that's
people are
pretty
actually
sick.
starting to drink it more than G Fuel now. And this only helps because there's a lot of people that are big fans of Jay Schlatt,
That's kind of
me
sick.
included. He's a really funny guy. He says some out of pocket stuff, but that's kind of his character.
It'd be like that sometimes.
And like I think he says it as a joke a lot of the time. Um, it's just kind of like, yeah, like how on like YouTube and Twitch you have a persona that you kind of
Yeah,
feed into a little bit. I think that's his.
I get that. I
Um,
get that.
yeah, it's kind of crazy. Um, but yeah, that was really surprising news because he introduced it in like a VOD.
Hmm,
Like he put it on his VOD channel, so like no one knows yet really,
that's
except
interesting.
like super viewers of his stream. So it's crazy, dude. It's wild.
Um, we also saw PlayStation's announcements this week is Resident Evil 4 remake, Street
Yeah.
Fighter, new Street Fighter, Final Fantasy 16 trailer, all of which were hype. If you haven't went and watched them, you should. I'm not gonna devy
Sure.
too much into those. I'm excited about all three of those. I don't know about you. Like Resident Evil 4 is the one Resident Evil I have played, and I really enjoy that game. As far as
I'm
the other Resident Evils, let me say 5 and before. Like so, one like anything that's not 4 and that was before 5, I could deal without. I've just never
Yeah.
played them. I mean, I've watched people play them, and that's interesting to watch as someone that's tried to play 5. I played 5 for 15 minutes, and it made me want to launch my controller out of a window. And if you want to know why, I'll give you the reasoning here and now. I think it's dumb that you have to stop to be able to shoot. I just think that is a stupid mechanic.
Yeah.
Yep, I'd leave it at that.
Yeah.
Final
I
Fantasy 16.
personally,
Mm.
yeah, I'm not super into any of those games. I don't play Final Fantasy, I don't play Resident Evil, and I don't care about Street Fighter. That's my thoughts on that.
Yeah, I figured that was going to be the case. That's okay. We got a new Fortnite season today too, and it's all like a summer theme map. It's super vibrant, super pretty. It's called Vibin, which is also going to be the name of this episode. So fun. So now you know. Because you didn't read the title. Now I've told you what it is for those that don't read. So there's that. I also realized we have names of the week coming up, and I probably had some on the Smite Guru I didn't submit, and I closed Smite Guru, and that is an unfortunate
Well,
time.
if you wanna open it back up, I will, read what we have for
Yeah,
this
do we
week.
have any other gaming topics? I feel like there was something else, but I don't remember. Hold on.
Not
I put
really.
some stuff in host. Oh yeah, I did. Animal Crossing New Horizons will seemingly stop functioning in 2061. So, prepare for that.
Yeah, it's definitely not like they'll have a new game out by then, but, yeah, prepare for that.
I saw that and I was like, I have to include that in the week's things.
Um, yeah. Alright, are we moving on to names of
Yeah,
the week?
yeah, yeah, yeah. We're good to
Alright.
go. Do you want me to start with the ones from Destiny that I put in, or do you want to do them?
I'll do them. Why
All
not?
right, let's go, dude.
Um, we're starting off strong with, someone in Destiny named Helen Keller's OnlyFans.
Yes, sir.
That's so messed up, bro. That's so
The
messed up.
next one, because I posted the whole team, was 6 rats in a trench coat. I just
Yeah,
enjoyed that one.
I also enjoy Grandpa Walt.
Yeah, I did enjoy that one too.
Um,
Um,
I don't.
it's Chef Boyardee. That's the one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Freaky
Uh,
Rafiki,
yeah.
dude.
There's also Freaky Rafiki, bro.
Heck yeah. All right. We got Bilbo Fraggin and Smite 14. Sorry, Bilbo Fraggin 14. Can't
Yeah, dude.
predict the
Because
numbers.
there's 13 other ones, dude.
Yeah. We got OnlyFans and Smite.
We got a theme
Uh,
going, dude.
we got Thickest Cat and Fear My Nuggets.
Fear My
And
Nuggets
then we
just makes me
got.
laugh, dude.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Vio put this in today. Hecka nice.
Oh, that's really nice of him.
And he added backlash.
That's funny. It's a Neath player. That's good.
Yeah.
We also we faced Bill's Mafia this week. And then the wife hate Xbox was another one that was submitted via DMs. I also found I don't buy wards. Cuckoo cow. Let's see what else do we do. I'm looking through just real quick to see if there's anything that we missed. I think that was pretty much all of them, but Bacon Lord. What else was there? I feel like there was another one that was really good. There was Ratchet Cowboy. There was also You Play Smite LOL. That was that Mercury support. Or no, is You Play Smite LMFAO.
That's how I feel right now.
And he quit. He quit.
That's a mood,
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. I didn't prepare a random question, but I do have a random question for you.
Okay.
Yeah, I just thought of it just now.
I love not being prepared for these.
Have you ever had a crumble cookie?
No, I haven't actually.
Okay, so this is this week's flavors. Which would you choose? All right, they always have milk chocolate chip. We don't pick that one because that one's basic. All right.
But that's popping, bro.
It's the same cookie every week, bro. They switch out the cookies every week. Milk chocolate chip is always the one that stays. There's Snickerdoodle cupcake.
Those two should not go together.
Buttermilk pancake.
That sounds not bad.
Orange creamsicle.
Oh.
Lemon blackberry. Do you want me to read you the descriptions of these?
No. I can
no,
tell.
Okay, no. A marriage of tart lemon and sweet blackberry. Right. A lemon poppy seed cookie, blackberry cream cheese frosting, and a scoop of blackberry jam.
On a lemon cookie? That doesn't sound good.
They also have iced oatmeal. Sweet and spiced, the cinnamon oatmeal cookie is smothered with yummy vanilla cream cheese glaze.
I'm going with the what was it? The pancake?
Buttermilk pancake. Cookies for breakfast. Yeah. All the flavors of buttermilk pancake rolled into a delicious cookie topped with syrup and buttercream. Dude, they need to sponsor us.
Dude. Heck yeah. Honestly, that cookie sounds poppin'.
Honestly, Crumble Cookies, sponsor us.
True.
That's what we need.
We do need a sponsor for this.
We do need a sponsor. I need to work on that. I need to be better. You got any shout-outs this week?
No. Because I already shouted out like 3 people throughout the episode. So shout out to the people I shouted out already. All right.
I am gonna. I do want to say Happy Pride Month to everybody. You should go if you're into Destiny. They are selling Pride Month Destiny pins, and they actually come with an in-game emblem. So go check those out. Also, there are donations for the GCX event, and those donations go towards St. Jude. Destiny is also partaking in those. There's a $20 emblem and a $60 emblem you can go check out, along with many other games doing things for GCX. So make sure to check that out. And last but not least, again, in the description, I'm going to post the information for the Simping For Senpai podcast. If you're into anime, go check them out. It is Ash Basham, Psychotics. I don't know. Yeah, dude. I just went off the deep end. And then and then Daddy Coon. So go check them out. The episode I'm on will release on June 15th. That will be 9 days after this episode releases. And other than that, I hope y'all are doing well. Come hang out in the streams. Come hang out in the Discord.
Heck yeah.
We'll see y'all later. Bye.
Later.